While we're on the topic of the fear of God, when our oldest Annalise was 4 months old, I found out I was pregnant with our second child. It was unexpected, very unplanned. And I had just gotten through a very difficult pregnancy. And honestly, the last thing I wanted was another one right away. I was so tired of being nauseated all the time for a solid 9 months. I was in pain all the time. It was just not what I wanted. We went on a trip to a conference when I was about 1 month along, maybe 2. And I remember walking around a store. The conference was in LA, and we went to the Grove Shopping Center, and we stopped in a store, and it was just me by myself. And there were lots of people all around. And I was walking around just kind of whining and going through all of the stuff in the store thinking, man, I was whining in my head to God, just, gosh, I'm not going to be able to, wear my clothes, and I'm just going to be in pain and so sick, and, just really all around yucky feeling. All of a sudden the world froze, and it was like I was completely deaf almost. Nothing was moving around me. It was a really surreal experience. And then all of a sudden, through everything, it was like this breakthrough happened, and I heard a voice. It was not an audible voice. It was just in my mind that said, "What do you want?" And it wasn't a mean voice. It wasn't rude. It was just firm. And I knew immediately that it was God's voice. I don't hear God's voice often like that, audibly, especially not just words in my mind that were so clear and so real. But I heard that. There was no mistake. And I knew it was God, and all of a sudden this dread, this fear washed over me. And all I could describe it is dread. And before I could even think about what I said, all I could think of was, I want your will. And everything went back to normal. Everything started moving again. I heard normally, and nothing changed. In fact, it was my most difficult pregnancy. We named him Nathaniel, or Nate, because it means gift of God. And I knew that God had something planned for him that I couldn't even imagine or hope for. So now he is 16 and a half, and he is hilarious. He is bright and smart. I know that God spoke to me that day, and there are times when I think, I wonder what would have happened if I said something more selfish or self-centered. But you can't really think that way. And because of that fear, because of that, dread feeling, I knew God had broken through and spoken to me. I don't understand why he did it then when I was whining. There have been plenty of times since then that were really hard and really dark, and God hasn't broken through in that way. And so I hold on to that time, that voice, knowing I may not hear God right now, but I heard him before. I may not see what he's doing, but I know he is here, and I know he is working.